Hey guys, sorry, we were watching the debate and waiting for everybody to show up. I will say right off the top of the show, the crew got hit with COVID. Well,
mouth breathers,
dirty motherfuckers.
So, yeah, everybody was breathing in that nasty air, and everyone is down. We all know that Sam himself is taking a little bit of a leave of absence to take care of his head. And then the rest of us are going to carry on the slack. But it gets... Rakeen's like, no! Everyone will be back next week. I think Gertz is already getting over it. Tommy is down bad, but he gets down bad by, like, everything. And TJ is also sick, but it's not COVID related. Basically, everyone's sick, but everyone's doing fine. I mean, if you want to send us any medicine, like, I'll be sure to send it to them. Send them some Robitussin gummies. I don't know. What do you take for COVID now?
The horse tranquilizer thing.
Ivermectin. But, yeah, we're going to try our best. We still have a great show for you planned here today. The only issue is that, I mean, everybody's a little distracted by the debate. But
yeah,
I mean,
I am a master debater, so this is...
Damn, I thought Tammy looked healthy. He was healthy. Then he went out with us, and now we got him unhealthy.
It wasn't us.
Wasn't TJ? He wasn't there.
TJ was there, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't there at the game with us.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Damn, that's me.
No, I just thought TJ showed up at the Ravens game, the Ravens-Chiefs game. I thought he was there.
No.
Oh, yeah, he was. No, he wasn't. TJ wasn't.
Did we? Oh, damn.
At Bonner? No. Because he was the one that
I
owed
think you're thinking of
Tommy.
Yeah.
He was the one that owed Tommy a burger.
That's right. And then Sam was like, put on the Mexcellence tab. And then, yeah. But, yeah, TJ's been sick for a while. But, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't even make sense that they would have got it from TJ then. So
They didn't get it from me, man. No.
I'm perfectly fine.
yeah, we are perfectly fine. I think me and JJ are the last COVID virgins left out here.
COVID free since 2020.
Hey, I didn't make up that term. Our friend Gordy did because he had it 3 times and he was like looking
he's
down.
a COVID slut.
Yeah.
An ethical COVID slut.
But yeah.
Hey, Serenity, I got the bracelet. Thank you very much.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. It showed up like the week we took our break, so I was...
Oh,
that's why.
Sorry, Serenity. But everyone should be back. We still have a lot of sports topics here to cover. But
What? You told me this was an Mexcellence.
There's anime here today. There is anime topics.
It better be.
We know Tommy. I mean, we know Jordan doesn't watch anime.
What?
No, I'm playing. I don't know if you guys are fine. You apparently killed the co-host next to Marco.
No. That's all that's left of Sam.
It's like Wolverine when he needs to like re-meatify. But yeah, no, thank you, Serenity, for all your gifts. I think we still need to read your comics. That's the only issue, I believe. But other than that, Jordan, how did you spend your weekend? How do you feel right now?
I didn't do anything for the weekend. Did I do anything for the weekend? No. I just spent. I'm sorry. It's a big thing. I spent time with the family. I spent time with them, and yeah, I took them to brunch. They went to an engagement party because I was just pretty much tired for the week, and I'm starting out the same way this week, tired. But other than that, damn, wow, I look like Papa Legba. But anyway, yeah, just spend time with the weekend with the family. That's pretty much it. How about you guys?
Gertz and Tommy were kissing each other after hating on Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, so COVID's a cover story? They have mono? Is that...
They are the only two that have it, actually. So, I actually went back to brunch. I got invited to brunch at Moonshine again. That was Moonshine, the sequel. And everyone left with the same reaction. I was like, oh, how'd you feel about the food?
I mean, it's all right.
It's all right.
What food we talking about?
Moonshine.
The brunch buffet.
Oh yeah, I took my family to that place. The one in Palmer is actually a lot bigger. than the
Okay.
one- So yeah, they actually have a lot more room. It didn't feel like we were all up on everybody eating and shit, trying to maneuver our elbows and shit. But it's actually pretty bigger.
I didn't even know there was a second moonshine.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Surprisingly so. I should have went to that one instead of the fucking one downtown.
Well-
We wouldn't have paid $25 for parking.
I knew
Right, right.
I knew that
Fucking
other
A.
one existed because the office I worked at was like pretty close to it, but every time I drove past it, it was closed. Like I think it used to be a Z Tejas,
Oh.
and then they converted it to a moonshine. And
Funny thing is, I've never eaten at a Z Tecos.
me neither. I don't think anyone did because it's a moonshine now.
But there's one like on East 6th Street or something that like no one I guess has eaten it or anything.
They're legends. Well, I mean, it's their fault because they start with the Z, so that means that's at the bottom of my restaurant list. Like I'm gonna go to Whataburger before I go to Z Tejas.
I haven't been to Whataburger in a year or two, I think.
I went recently because the Buffalo Chicken Ranch sandwich is back.
A lot of people
Oh, yeah.
love that one.
I heard about that. It doesn't seem too bad from what I hear.
But I mean, what outside of the wings we had last week, what have you covered in wing sauce is not going to taste bad?
It's not going to taste bad.
It is going to taste bad. Like, there's not a lot of things that it's just like, just covered in buffalo sauce. It'll be good.
I was gonna
Cauliflower
say a bad
rice.
joke. I was going to say a bad joke. I was going to say cats.
Is that what they're talking about in the debate right now?
No. I just started. I was like, oh, shit. Cats.
Yeah, dude, I am like pretty aware of most conservative things. When they were memeing about Haitians eating cats this morning, I was very much like, what?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one caught me off guard.
Sharing cat memes from 2008. Can I has Haitian? But yeah, that was about it. Watched a lot of football. I drank a lot. Oh, I saw Incubus live for the first time ever. They're okay. They're good, but they're just not my style.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're very...
They take the wheel and drive.
They did take the wheel and drive. And they asked me to pardon them. They didn't play Megalomaniac. Yeah. They didn't play Megalomaniac. That's like the third song I knew.
Yeah, I think those are the only two.
Yeah,
You named the two.
I don't know any Incubus songs. I don't think I do. No, I dodged that. I don't know any Incubus songs.
I mean, the opener was Coheed and Cambria. That was what I was excited for.
Which one?
Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
I love Coheed and Cambria. But when Incubus came on and everyone was all hype, and I was like, I can leave now. Went to Missouri to watch my school get the brakes beat out of them. It was so lonely playing right home.
Mizzou lost?
I don't know anything about college of football in the SEC.
No.
I know week 2 was a little bit of a bounce back because week 1, like they lost 3 out of the 4 out of conference games.
Oh shit! Damn, I thought Mizzou was gonna be good this year.
I think they'll be good. They might just not be better than whoever they played. I forgot who was playing. Oklahoma State was playing Arkansas, and they barely squeezed that one by in double overtime.
Yeah.
Obviously, UT killed against Michigan, so that happened. Sorry, JJ. It's going to be a lot of this. But the good news is I've been I've been asking JJ to hang out, and JJ's like, there's beer there, so.
Yeah.
Come on out.
No, Missouri would.
I'm that bartender from The Simpsons. Beer? No, coffee. Beer?
No, Missouri, it was my school, the University of Buffalo.
I was about to say, I'm like, damn, Missouri? But University of Buffalo, I'm so sorry.
Do they have
That's
good
one-
wings there?
Yeah.
That's one of the schools that people like to rebuild in NCAA dynasty mode or
Those
whatever.
like really bad schools.
Yeah.
I never go. Well, because if you go to those bad schools, yeah, you're probably going to be like second or first on the depth chart, you know? But if you go to like a big school,
No, there's you being a player there,
yeah,
and there's you being the coach that's like trying to lead.
rebuild.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's too much work for me. I don't want to be a coach.
Brohaus talking about Kansas State, I believe, playing Arizona. Arizona's news to the Big 12. Big 12 kind of playing.
They're like put together by tape at this point. Big 12, I mean, I feel like that's what it is now because two of your biggest schools is gone. So.
But I feel like they got a lot from the Pac-12 to make it like an interesting division. Yeah. Now it's just on those schools to build it up.
True.
Because they got Arizona, Arizona State, Oregon State, I believe. Like they got a lot.
Where did Oregon go?
Oregon went to Big Ten.
Oh.
And then I think the Pac is just like 3 schools. I think it's like the Pac-3 now.
It's all the UC systems.
No, UC is in the Big Ten too.
Hey,
it's I think it's just Washington and like UCLA. No, UCLA I think is in the Big Ten too.
It's just a shit show, man.
Yeah.
For them 3 fucking schools.
Well, the ACC is falling apart for different reasons. They can't string a group of wins at all. Florida State, I don't even know what happened to them. They fell off the face of the earth.
You know, my brother's a huge Florida State team fan. And he was like, I don't like the quarterback at all. And I was just like, give him a chance. You know, it's just game 1. Nope. It's like that dude is like trash to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But surprise team, even though they lost, the surprise team for me is Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Georgia Tech is on the rebuild, on the bounce back.
I think they're 2-1. So I think they're 2-1. No.
But who did they beat? They beat Florida State.
They beat somebody else. Yeah, straight up garbage. That's all I like to say, garbage. Florida State, and they beat somebody else too, but I forgot.
Sorry, dude, it gives me a belly roll that A&M was like, we lost to the number 5 team in the country, and it's like...
And like the number 5 team got beat by a fucking Northern Illinois. And the coach was crying. I was like, man, they're 2-0, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 2-0. That was actually a pretty sweet speech, but it is funny to see... I've never liked Notre Dame. I think that they're always overrated. All they gotta do is string a couple. That's all they did. They strung
some couple of wins together. Be honest. That's what
they got that one movie.
They got that one movie, right? But wait, can I just say,
kids, the coaches, just everybody, they believed. They believed.
They put the emotional music in the background and everything. Can you what?
No, I was gonna say about that Notre Dame game. I just think that Notre Dame every year gets hyped to be like a great team, and then they're not. I don't know what it is. It's a prominent school, absolutely, and it's a history behind it. I get it, but I just feel like they're overhyped.
They're always overhyped. And then like, because half their games are playing shit that mattered 50 years ago. Like, we're playing the Navy. And
right.
I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
I don't give a shit. I mean, they're not even
we're playing Troy.
Yeah. They're not even in a division.
Yeah.
Like, their basketball, the other sports are in ACC, but the football themselves I don't think they're in a division.
No, they're not.
So they're just independent contracted. That's most they are.
And that's what's holding them back a little bit, where it's just kind of like they could run a couple of the divisions, but at the end of the day, they just had a interview, I think it was in the last couple of months, with the dude that got Catfish, the first famous Catfish guy. Matt Tateo. And they asked him about the Alabama game, where it was just kind of like, how did you feel like walking out? And it was just kind of like, they were standing there, and he was like, dude, everybody got scared when we saw how big Alabama was.
The country motherfucker.
And they were running around with like, we're going for 3. And then it's just kind of like,
briefly, I remember that game, and I remember people were like, I got Notre Dame. I said, against who? And I remember watching that game from beginning to end and just thought, Notre Dame had no business being in the national championship that year. None, not whatsoever. Bama beat the brakes off, though. I was going to say a really bad joke. I'm not going to do that. But they beat the brakes off of them. And they, like I said, that's why I think Notre Dame is always hype every year. So, yeah.
I found the clip, actually.
Alabama Crimson Tide from They'll tee it up against Notre Dame.
They're just coming out yelling shit.
It'll be their third championship.
No.
It'll be their third championship.
It's like Rocky 3. Why are they carrying him out? He's walking.
Broha says Nebraska's real. I don't think beating Colorado makes you real.
Man,
Just
fuck Colorado, man. Them
They are
ticket prices should go down for love. They are 1-1.
they're 1-1, and their only win is against a FBS or whatever it is school.
Fuck out of here.
They're playing another okay school, I think, this week too. I forgot right off the top of
Bowling
my.
Green? Who are they playing?
They're playing Colorado State next. Oh, yeah, that's not a good
record?
game.
What's the Colorado State record?
Colorado State is the one that UT ran up by like 70 points. They're 1-1.
Oh yeah, 52 points. That's the team. Got it. That's gonna be a good game. Sure.
Can't be worse. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit the intro now.
All right. Disclaimer. No black men in today's episode were arrested and arriving to the show. Today's special episode of The Commitment to Excellence will be held by 3 people. Join them as they travel through the sports underground railroad to discuss various topics and individuals and organizations. These are their stories.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marco. I am one of Jordan. Go home. My name is Marco. I will be your chief host here today. To be trying to worm our way through our I feel like a football team that got really beat up. There is a real story out there, isn't there, where like the whole team got COVID and it was like, all right, bringing out the replacements. Or am I just thinking of the Keanu Reeves movie? But my name is Marco. I'll be your host here today. Across from me, in the Rangers hat.
Yeah, I'm JJ. I shouldn't even be here today.
I know, dude. You got double duty this week, and you're like, this is the fall when you're supposed to be off.
Yeah, what the hell?
And next to him in the black hat, actually all black.
Yeah, well, some of the white. Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Go Debates. Woo!
How's it looking so far?
I mean, just pretty much, it's okay. It's not exciting. I'm not hearing like, Kamala's a whore. I know it. She slept with the brown guy from California. It's not like that. It's just like simple conversation that people disagree on.
Has anyone promised to bring down the price of the PS5?
Hell no.
I don't care. Neither of them got my vote.
Hell no. Ain't nobody bringing down that. I'm not buying that shit. Hell no. What's the point? What's the point of buying it?
Yeah.
RFK would bring it down. The worm would tell her.
More people need to play Baldur's Gate.
Right.
Well, we can start right off what you mentioned in your pre-show ramble. Tyreek Hill getting arrested on his way to the game.
God damn. I mean,
Dude, when I went to Miami, I actually didn't notice that many supercars on the road. And when I saw the video of him getting arrested, I was like, bro, this looks like Grand Theft Auto. Like, it doesn't seem real for like 2 normal sheriffs making, I don't know, 50 grand a year to arrest this.
You haven't played a lot of Grand Theft Auto, because when I play and I'm driving that, it does not survive. And neither do I.
What is that, a Corvette, though?
It's a tank that takes me out.
That looks like a
Corvette.
Yeah.
I've always heard Corvettes are the poor rich man's car. I don't know if that's true or not, because if you had real money, you'd buy a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something. But
Well, no, if you had real money, you buy a Prius.
well, that is also true. If you had real money, you wouldn't have a car at all.
That's true. But all right, I want to hear you guys' takes on that, because
Really?
I'm going to go on a little small tangent, little rant. But so that's why I'm giving the floor to you guys.
I mean, I like all the jokes about it that were being made, that it was just kind of like, I have Tyreek on, my opponent has Tyreek in fantasy, so the cops arrested him kind of thing. I heard somebody else talk about how, was Tyreek Hill the adult in this situation? That he, like, the cop kept escalating and Tyreek was just kind of like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
JJ, what did DeFranco say about this?
He didn't
guy.
mention it, I don't think. Did he? If he did, it was just like, yeah, it happened. He made it to the game.
Oh, man, they're already selling T-shirts of the celebration that Tyreek did afterwards.
It was mostly about that.
Way to own your what'd you call that? Way to own your
blunder.
yeah. Not even
I
blunder.
mean, you
just,
got to lean into it.
yeah, you got to be kind of just like take that power back. But like, you know what? I'm making fun of that shit. Move on. Let's move on. There's more things going on in this world than that bullshit. You know?
What'd they get him for? Speeding?
Yeah. It was initially speeding in a construction zone. And
Dude, I've never paid attention to, like,
Construction
those.
zone? Get the fuck out of here. Those are all grown-ass men. School zone, maybe, but...
I mean, but they weren't doing construction that day. But, you know, of course, because it's a construction zone, you got to slow down. And I'm like, oh, okay, but go ahead. Like I said, I'm going on my rant.
Nah, those cops did have it out for him. They did not have him in fantasy. They're like...
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I don't know much about Tyreek Hill, but there's plenty of, like, energy out here that are, like, I meant, like, personally. Like, I don't know what his voice sounds like.
Preaching to the choir here, dog.
But there's a lot of negative energy about him because of his past. I think he has a lot of kids out there from different people. Am I right about that one?
Repeat that again.
He has a lot of kids out there from different parents.
I think he has 10 kids.
That's what I meant. And
He has 10 kids.
and he's been abusive to a couple of them in the past. So, like, there's a lot of negative energy.
Well, I mean, not to defend abuse or anything, but after, like, yelling to 8 different kids, that 9th one's getting... I'm tired.
I mean, you would think, and maybe this me, maybe this belief that, you know, hey, you know, I want a lot of kids, I want to leave a legacy behind, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, you have to think to yourself, if you weren't an athlete and you had 10 kids, man, after the 5th time, I would have had my shit tied up in a Boy Scout knot. At that point, I would have had a vasectomy a long time ago. Because that's just, to me, that thankfully, he is an athlete, and hopefully he is taking care of his kids. I don't doubt that he isn't, but that's just kind of crazy to have that many kids, man, about multiple women. It's like, man, what happens to the old days of just settling down with one person? I don't understand it, but to each his own, I guess. But that's just,
I mean,
fucking kids.
not to get into a Mexcellence episode, but I think Tyreek Hill subscribes to polyamory and things like that.
He must be.
I think that comes with the money.
He must be.
I have heard from one celebrity, like B-list, but he was like, I believe in poly whatever for me, but not for my wife. And I'm like, that's not...
It's not how that works.
It's like, why the first name to come to mind? Flavor Flav? Not him.
Brohoff said that the accusations were fake. The ex-fiancee was proven as the abuser. I don't know anything. I don't follow Tyreek Hill that well. He would know. He's the Chiefs fan, which, like, if there's anyone he could hate, it's Tyreek Hill for leaving for the bag. But go ahead and go on your rant, sir.
So the summary of this story is an entitled athlete versus a power-hungry cop. That's how I see it. Yes, he had an attitude. Don't knock on my window like that. You know, hurry up and he gave him his license. Go ahead and give me the citation. Yada, yada, yada. But as a peace officer, your job is to de-escalate.
Yeah.
And as soon as he rolled up that window, I mean, he said, roll down the window, or I'm going to pull you out the car. As a matter of fact, I'm pulling you out the car. He made the situation worse. That was one instance that bothered me a lot when he dragged him to the ground. Didn't understand that. How do you go from a traffic stop to pulling this man out of the car and on that hot ass concrete? Even worse.
Dude, Miami sucks for heat.
Worse. Second part that bothered me, one of the officers was telling him to sit down on the sidewalk. He said, hold on, twin, which is which is the equivalent of me saying bet. Like, hold on, no, not bet, but me saying, hold on, friend. That's how I say, and he says twin. But he was like, hold on. And the officer came behind him and jumped on him like a fucking wild rodeo. Like, what the fuck is this? Just to get him on the concrete. I didn't get that. The part that made it worse to me is his teammate was told to go back to your car. And are you going to get arrested? He was told that twice. As he is walking away, the officer arrests him. Now, explain to me the logic in that. I don't get. I don't understand that officer's frame of thinking. It seemed like he's impulsive, like he just reacts to everything. Get out the car. No. I'm going to pull you out the car. Go walk away. Or I'm going to place you on the arrest. Matter of fact, I'm going to place you on the arrest. And when they found out who he was, then they released him that day specifically. To me, I agree with Tyreek's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, that they should be fired. We shouldn't have officers like that. If your job, it's in your title, peace officer. If you can't bring peace to a situation, you don't need to be an officer. You just don't. And I'm not a person that says all cops are bastards and all this other shit. I'm just saying that this example here takes them 2 steps back of trying to build some sort of relationship with our community. It just takes them back. And I don't think those officers are necessarily ready to be police officers. They shouldn't be running a badge, holding a gun, etc. They should be fired, in my honest opinion. Callus Campbell. Why would they name that nigga Callus? Like callus on your feet? Never mind.
Dude, this
I
cop.
think that's a Star Wars villain, bro.
Must be.
Dude, this cop not involved in the tackling looks like a straight up like video game boss.
He built like Dr. Robotnik. He shouldn't be a police officer.
That dude is
shouldn't.
all shoulders and no butt. Like,
No legs, no nothing. Johnny Bravo.
yeah, that's Johnny Bravo. Shit.
None, bro. I'm just saying, like that. Just a horrible, horrible example. And the bigger question, which he did ask, Tyreek did, and I agree. If that wasn't Tyreek Hill, imagine what that man would have had to gone through. Been booked, been locked up over some bullshit, and then months later, depending on how long the prosecutor comes to get to that case, months later they may drop the case, but you still have that on your record. Just imagine that. So
You gotta pay to get shit expunged too. Like it's
don't get me started on Deshaun Watson. Oh, dumb fucker. Man, come on, man.
We'll get
on
that.
one end, you got, God damn, you got Tyreek Hill entitled ass doing that shit, right?
You can't get more entitled than doing the same crime.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, how do you catch another charge and they just let you avoided charges and you get another one? Bruh, it's time to lock you up. You need to join R. Kelly. You gotta go, bro. You gotta go. This is just getting ridiculous.
Well, man, all I can say, and it's weird to get political on the day of a debate and not be talking about that, but when it comes to cops, I know a lot about cops. I know a lot of cops. It sucks because, when you go through the history of cops, there was a cop the cop that made the first police academy in the late 1800s. I'm not going to remember his name without really looking at the history, but he thought that we should have academies that focus on de-escalation and investigation. Mm-hmm. That was his mindset. Mm-hmm. And at a certain point during the Depression, we decided that we wanted to have warrior cops kind of thing. That was where the mindset switched. So instead of people showing up with a notepad, it was people. It's ingrained in their mindset that it's like it's you versus everyone. Anyone can be a threat. Anyone can be an adversary. So always like be ready, as opposed to like I'm coming here to help. Like I'm notebook first before the gun kind of thing. And if you look at
Columbo,
and if you look at cops at other countries, that's why it's different. So cops here because they're fighting the public. Their shit is like now white letters on a white car because it's like they're trying to hide to stealthily catch you kind of thing. Cops in other countries are bright yellow and shit like that because they want you to know, hey, if something happens, we're here to help kind of thing. Yeah. And there's so many little things in that mindset that it's just kind of like, I had a friend that was a cop and he went like, you're supposed to get promoted, your first like serious promotion at 2 to 4 years kind of thing. They waited as long as they could to promote him. He got the full 4 years. And his issue was that he was too good at de-escalation. Every time he wrote a report, it was just kind of like, I talked him down, we did this. And then so his chief was just kind of like, so you haven't got into a fight, you haven't shot anybody. Like, so you're not tested. You haven't had any conflict yet.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had any conflict because he was really good at
a good conundrum he set for himself.
So that dude is slowly making his
I would
way.
have gotten fired. I've been like, I'll fight you right now, chief. Let's go.
But speaking of fighting, and it's funny because I can easily go into one of the other topics. I'm going to go into this topic instead because it doesn't fit everywhere else. Raygun is fighting allegations that she's a bad dancer.
She got the last laugh, but it's only technicality. So wait, tell the story.
I don't actually know the story. This one's your topic, but so what I had heard. So if you don't remember who Raygun is. Raygun is the breakdancer from Australia. She was the one that a lot of people blamed.
She was the meme.
She was the meme, and a lot of people were like, because I think the next Olympics are here in the United States, and they were like, Raygun's the reason that it's not the breakdancing didn't get a part 2.
Oh, they're not in the Olympics anymore?
They're not in the Olympics, but that was decided way before this performance.
But I have to say, even with, and not to interrupt you, even with Raygun, if it wasn't for her, to be honest, we wouldn't be talking about breakdancing at this particular point because, I mean, it got the hype in the beginning, right? And then when people started to watch, it was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And that's it.
I don't think a lot of people really like stuck it through to watch it.
I couldn't finish a round. Like it was that bad. And it wasn't bad, but it was just not intriguing anymore because I kept seeing the same moves over again, and it just.
Well, Raygun definitely wasn't the same move.
She was not. She was not. She was not at all.
For me, as someone that like is not really into breakdancing or dancing in general, a lot of it is like the music. Like, I don't know who in the fuck is in Dancing with the Stars on any season.
Same.
But you know, YouTube will tell me like, hey, they were dancing to like this fucking song. They danced to Metallica. Like the fuck?
That would be surprising they do that.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
Yeah, they
but
won't do
like
that.
they'll name the song in the YouTube description.
They're up to like 20 seasons in 20 different countries. They might have.
I think they might have actually just gotten Metallica to
Dancing with the Stars in Finland or some shit. But as far as I know about Raygun, she, in her defense, I've heard the argument back and forth. In her defense, she has a master's in dance, whatever that means.
What the fuck does that mean?
I said whatever that means.
No. Yeah, go ahead.
And then other people were like, so she kind of knows her stuff. But on the other end of the other end of the equation, and I've heard people go back and forth, so a lot of this is in theory or whatever you want to say. It hasn't been officially proven. So the Australia put her in charge of the committee to find people. And then she was like,
You found them. They're all me, baby. I am every woman. It's all in me.
and something about, and this part does make sense because Raygun defended her position being there, that it was like, it's very hard to set up something in 4 years that has never existed across an entire fucking continent. So
It's true.
Yeah, I'll give her that.
It's true.
So I don't know how you do it. Me and JJ just got to the episode of House of the Dragon where they're like, we're looking for more dragon riders. And it's
like,
just...
all of like that.
And I think that's kind of like... Because they had to set up regional competitions and all this other stuff. And it ended up just going so fast that they said a lot of people that were more qualified couldn't afford to go to the qualifiers.
Well, here's the thing. Well, she did win a championship. I'll give her that credit specifically. But from the article, it stated that prior to the Olympics, there were no other further competitions. The last competition she competed in, and she actually ranked up points. So that's how she got number one, because there wasn't a lot of competitions. The one competition that they did have, she was in it. And so that's how she got world ranking number one. Now, do I think that's going to hold up for a while? Absolutely not. That's just going to be done. They're going to see that girl videotape like, get this bitch. But no, that's how she got number one.
But I saw people breakdancing better than her at the competition.
But they don't count the Olympics.
Yeah, but I just mean like give the French girl with the do-rag or whoever that was. I remember I remember like 4 breakdancers.
I remember the U.S. girl from Cali.
I didn't even remember that one.
I remember her. I remember the girl with the do-rag. I remember the Japan chick who actually won gold.
Yeah.
And I remember Raygun. But those are only 4 people that I actually remember.
And then a few Japanese dudes. That's about it.
I didn't even see that. I didn't get, like I said, I didn't get past that round.
I only saw the qualifiers.
Yes, that's it.
Raygun wasn't even in those.
And that's it. So, yeah, I mean, was she the best? No, but I understand why they put her at number one. She was in the last competitions that they had. She competed in it. So
I run into this issue a lot where I just kind of like...
You trying to figure out a move to do?
No.
Yeah, same.
I don't believe it should be a sport if it's graded. That's just my like, in the sense, if there's no scoreboard, if there's no actual like I scored 3 touchdowns, I scored 3 runs, whatever it may be, it could be really fucking cool, and I know it's really hard to do.
Do you consider bodybuilding a sport?
I believe it's very athletic.
But it's not a sport.
But it's not a sport to me, just in the sense that it's not competitive. It's missing an element of it. Because the issue with something this high level, it's actually the opposite of what I'm not talking down to it. It's when I see a level 10 performance at gymnastics, how am I supposed to give someone a 9.9 and somebody a 10? Like, they're all doing way cooler shit than I could ever do on a gymnastics mat.
Fair.
And I mean, I love the X Games. I don't think any of those things are sports. It's just really fucking cool to see.
Okay, so wait, you don't consider X Games to be a sport?
No, not really.
What about CrossFit?
Well, CrossFit has a winner. It's whoever gets through the reps the fastest.
They have a point system too.
Yeah, well, you get points deducted if you do a rep wrong. That makes sense.
Fair, but they still have a point system.
But isn't it still timed? I'm not super familiar with the CrossFit games.
So they get based off of how you place, right?
Yeah.
So if you get first place, you get this points. You get second, you get this points. Now, the technicality of it in regards to form and all that stuff, different story. But they still have a point system in place too.
Well, I mean, I would just imagine. I just thought.
I'm just playing devil's
I've only
advocate.
done a CrossFit WOD, and I thought that's what they have to do. I thought they do CrossFit WODs, and whoever does it the fastest wins. I don't know if that's how the CrossFit games.
Yeah, I mean, whoever gets the fastest in that heat, in the total heat, that's how you rank. Yeah. I'm just playing devil's advocate because I get what you're saying, that if you had to be graded, like, how am I grading you?
Yeah.
Versus football is clear who wins, you know?
Boxing is clear.
Boxing.
Well,
boxing not that clear because it's still a pointing system.
Well, boxing used to be clear in the sense that it was like, oh.
It keeps going until someone's on the ground.
Wait, because the Olympics is so different from, in some ways, because the Olympics, you pretty much have to be the aggressor.
Yeah.
But in boxing, you can be the aggressor and still lose, from my understanding.
See, Brohouse says, I don't see shooting as a sport, it's a hobby. That has a score. Whoever shoots the most targets wins. Like, that at least
the most
makes
clay pots.
But
it's easily tracked by even me, who's sports dumb, can tell you, like, that number bigger than other numbers. So
does sports have to be athletic?
You can tell who wins in chess.
I guess that's true. I don't know really off the top of my head, because I'm trying to think of unathletic sports. Because baseball, you can argue to some degree you're not in NFL shape, but you're still. But
there is movement, right?
Yeah.
But the reason why I asked that is because you said the point system in athletics.
Actually, now that I think about it, you're probably not super athletic in curling. But that would be a sport.
What is curling?
That's the one with the broom. Yeah.
But that's just kind of like logic. But there is still some move. The reason why I say
Darts.
that, though, I was about to say archery.
Yeah.
Would you consider archery a sport?
Yeah,
I know we're getting off topic.
Yeah, archery would be a sport because it's. I mean, I don't know how the Olympics actually or archery competitions actually work, but I do know how it works in theory, where it's like I got more bullseyes than you did.
Yeah, they actually have a point system on the thing, and it's like 9 and 10 is bullseye.
Yeah.
Because I saw one of our U.S. men, I was like, we got some good archery, good people in archery. That's cool. But he was going to face off with this dude from Korea, and they were like going back and forth on bullseye. So, yeah, I'm just curious about that. Like, if archery is considered a sport, what's not considered sports. But at the same time, there's some sports in the Olympics. I'm just like, why? Why do we have these? Sorry not to beat on anybody's parade, but I'm just kind of like.
Like which one?
To be. Because our men sucks. Rugby being one. I say
We
that
should
because
be so much better at rugby than we are.
the women did well in rugby sevens, but we don't do well at all, either in the Olympics or outside of that. So I'm like, man, cut the men until they prove themselves to be worthy of it. I think baseball is still coming back, right?
I don't know what sports are cut and which ones are coming back.
I will kind of kill skeet because I don't really care for that too. I'm trying to think of other sports. I'm like, pass. Those are my 2 for right now. Bowling. They should bring bowling.
Well, I don't. Maybe bowling was. I saw a list of discontinued events, but I don't remember if bowling was on there or not.
Shit.
I saw paintball was on there. I was like, fuck.
No.
Not this sport. Fair enough. Oh, wait, what was the topic at hand? The UFC?
The topic was Raygun.
But yeah, she deserved that. Did she deserve it? I don't know. She just competed, and that was it. Show up, and you be rewarded. That's what they always say.
I mean,
It does kind of feel like one of those where it's like, you're the only one that signed up for this weight class, so guess you win.
I should not be the one that makes this decision because I'm not. If I was an athletic freak, like if I was Bo Johnson or Bo Jackson or Tyreek Hill, I'd probably be more qualified to make. Or Scott Steiner.
Sheesh.
But the amount of like, when is gymnastics a sport and when is it a dance routine? Like when is it a dance recital? I don't know what the answer
When the
is.
ribbon shows up.
There are ribbons in the Olympics.
When it's rhythmic gymnastics, yeah, with that fucking trampoline.
Trampoline. That's another one.
So I'm like, I don't know about that one. Like, best
Wait.
views on.
No, that's
Yeah,
not.
that's about.
It's a porn.
He's asking us to watch his foot fetish video.
My kind of guy. But yeah, rhythmic gymnastics, trampoline. Yeah.
Was slam ball ever an Olympic sport? I mean,
No,
barely
it
a
was
sport.
definitely not.
That's
Slam.
the trampoline plus basketball.
Oh, no, I don't think that was ever part of it. No.
Well, bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring back trampolines. Only now it's slam ball.
I'll do it. I'll invest in that. Yeah. But, yeah, she deserved it. Good for you, Raygun. You got the last laugh. I'm #1 in the world in female breakdancing. Fuck you.
So, the next topic will be near and dear to JJ's heart because so baseball, I need to go to more baseball games because even the fucking even the fucking Round Rock Express do cool things. Like they're giving Chupacabra bobbleheads this Friday.
What?
Not doing crap this Friday.
They gave free jerseys for like that. They were Round Rock donut colored.
Oh, yeah.
There was what else have they done? They
I wish you would. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
be so good at watching those feet.
Because
Yeah.
you get point value on the
On
items
how
you
long you
smash.
last.
Smash a cake that's 10. What was that episode? I forgot what cartoon where he was like stomping him in the nuts.
It's the Boondocks.
Stomping him in the nuts and shit. That'd be perfect.
You know what's funny? Broha's joking, like putting American Ninja Warrior in the Olympics. An obstacle course would actually be
Yeah,
pretty.
that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I watched the fucking.
Put that later on in the Olympics where people would be like, oh shit, this
Fuck the
is fun.
triathlon,
Yeah.
man. We're gonna see them
that
conquer
speed
Mount
walking.
Midoriyama.
Well, the Texas Rangers did something pretty cool in the spirit of baseball and just giving random shit away. They gave they gave My Hero Academia jerseys away at the baseball game.
Man, the explosion of anime is just crazy. Like how now sports is actually recognizing anime, or is just only this particular sport?
No, we got another anime topic coming up later.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Suck it, sports nerds. The geek have inherited the earth.
It just feel like, it's being acknowledged even more and more. So that's pretty cool.
No, yeah, I think it's really cool. That because it's always been like one of those weird things to me, especially since I grew up in the border, where it's like anime's not cool. Like, guys, like this one's literally about soccer. This one's literally about basketball.
Right.
like what?
Why are we so against it? You know? I mean, yeah. And again, it just seems so weird that I think you would think that anime would be cooler early on, but I guess
I think it was just like that. Because it might. I'm rambling here, but my headcanon, since I can only speak to like the time I was alive, right? Like, which I was born in the 80s, and in the 80s there was the whole satanic panic, and I remember when Pokemon got big in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember that.
People in Mexico, like on that tabloid Primer Impacto news show, they would say like, yeah, this lady's claiming that fucking Pokemon are the devil, and Pikachu will suck your soul out and stuff. So I think there was some aspect to that in the 80s when, you know, a lot of the big anime were starting up.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball started in the 80s. Fist of the North Star started in the 80s. It's some of that, and it's also just some of, like, America's, like, inacceptance of anything foreign.
Yeah.
It's like, I have to read?
I gotta
This
read
ain't in English?
I gotta read back to front.
Yeah. It's I think it's a lot of those things mixing together, coalescing into just like pure anime hate. But yeah, I like that stuff is changing and that it's becoming more accepted. And now we get cool crossover shit. Like, I want that fucking Rangers jersey, but I
have no idea where you find that. Like once you didn't get one, I don't know where.
It's not on Amazon or they're not selling it in the Texas.
You would have somebody. No. Usually the teams, they don't keep it in stock.
Yeah, no. So my cousin was telling me that typically when they do a promo like this, not necessarily like the anime one, those might all be gone. Mm-hmm. But typically when they do a promo item, there will be a slight overstock, and they'll sell that at the end of the season. They'll just like.
I'd be surprised if they just don't put that on like a TexasRangers.com store or put it on Amazon or.
Yeah.
I mean, I would buy a Round Rock Donuts jersey from here if they sold it.
Right. Something at least, but yeah, that would be a smart move to me. I mean, I would think that would be a popular night for them, so they would actually continue to sell those jerseys and ring up the money for it. So I would think that. Damn, and they were in Texas and there were no black folks they could film. I'll be offended. I'm like, man, I'll film. Hey, I'll put the jersey on. Shit, let's go.
I mean, that was made by the anime nerds that went to buy the shirt.
Yeah.
Excuse me, we're nerds too.
Well, maybe they're just not in Dallas. Maybe they came here like TJ did.
And TJ doesn't like My Hero Academia, so he wouldn't have gone no ways.
Fair. But that is a cool moment. Cool. I like that.
Also, Rangers, next time get a One Piece jersey. Just saying.
Well, the Chargers had a One Piece.
The Chargers had One Piece.
Really?
Yeah.
And I think the Red Sox have like a Luffy bobblehead.
I mean, it's pretty funny. Actually. Luffy does got a big ass head. That is very fitting for him.
Well, before we get into football, we have
Yikes!
one more topic involving sports that are not football and baseball or everything.
No.
It's
I can take off the cosplay now.
you can take off the cosplay if you want. It is hot in here. I don't know.
I'm taking off the hat at the very least because it's
Well-
fucking with my ponytail.
We are in the middle of a very interesting situation in the fight world this weekend. So
I lied. I turned it backwards.
Canelo himself is fighting, and I
saw that.
Yeah, the 16 de septiembre. He usually fights on Mexican independence. That has always been a boxing holiday, going back to when Floyd Mayweather would beat up most Mexican boxers on that day.
Smart move. That's a good business move.
And he would show up with his big sombrero, wearing Mexican colors and stuff like that. Like, it has always been a boxing holiday. So Dana White decided, I'm going to do something for the Mexican people this weekend, and we're gonna have a Hispanic heritage card. It's gonna be in Vegas, and it's gonna be in the big iDome bubble thing.
Oh yeah, this weekend.
This weekend.
Fuck,
So
I'm not there.
So they're having the UFC fight in the iDome. I didn't even know it had inside seats until like 6 months after seeing the memes
Yeah,
about
I
it.
saw it too. Yeah.
I didn't know that either. I just thought it was a giant eye.
No, yeah.
Actual-
There's a lot of people that saw it and they were like, yeah, we are going to like have so many events here. I think U2 was one of the first people that got
So what they do is they just project concerts in it. U2 don't actually play in the eye.
Oh, yeah, that's lame.
Yeah. Because they also do
I want that bitch to open up. Like, it
Right.
projects and then it opens
open
up.
up
I'm
like this.
Surprise!
but yeah, they do like visual things as well too. So it's similar to like that.
They did a One Piece thing. That's
Yeah.
it.
So they do that, but it's not actual YouTube being there. Now why the fuck would I want to see YouTube anyway? YouTube.
Well, yeah, in my fantasy where it's opening up, it's not YouTube.
It's just
I don't know. It's fucking
Well-
baby metal. I don't
on the positive note, for there's a lot of controversial UFC fighters. None of them are on this card, but for a Mexican heritage card, there ain't a lot of Mexicans on this card.
Sean O'Malley. Famous Mexican fighter, Sean O'Malley.
Let me see. Let me zoom in a little bit. There you go. So Merab is an honorary Mexican, but he's not Mexican at all.
I see one is Ortega and Lopez.
I think Ortega is.
Esteban.
That last name is definitely not.
That might be a Spain Esteban.
I see Rodriguez.
This is the pre-fight card now.
Oh.
Oh. Wait,
No, that's at the same time. Oh.
there's only 2 fights? What?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's Play Hall that's losing so much money. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that fact about the eyeball too. The TV short out a bit, and it's very expensive to maintain.
Really?
What
Who would have thought that keeping TVs outside in 100+ weather would be bad for them?
The TV is kind of short out. Like Broha's bringing up, it would cost $8.9 billion to make, and
The Globe?
the globe.
And it went out?
It goes off once in a while, or a couple of the TVs go off because, like JJ said, it's over 100 degrees,
They
and
didn't think to ironclad that?
Put some Gorilla Glass on that bitch.
At least a sleeve or something. Yeah, that's kind of bad, but I mean, that would be fun. So wait, is the fight being broadcast there, or is it going to be actually inside?
it's supposed to be inside. I don't know how it's going to be
How
done.
that's going to play out?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be broadcast there, but I don't think it's going to be inside there. I could be wrong.
Well, famously, one of the things that Oscar de la Hoya did that kind of embarrassed Canelo, if you remember this.
Wearing fishnets,
Well, not that part, but
dancing in the thong.
Oscar, there was one time where both of the UFC and boxing had main events in the same day.
Oh.
And then boxing normally starts a little bit later. Like if you buy tickets to a UFC card, you can be there at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and then it like main event will start at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Boxing doesn't start till 9.
Right.
So they kind of overlap each other. Sometimes they're betting on like the main event will take off after the UFC event is over. the issue that becomes, though, that in that fight, the fights ran long. There wasn't a lot of knockouts. There wasn't a lot. So because the UFC fight would have been at the same time as the Canelo fight, Oscar actually asked, hey, would it be all right if we show the UFC fight in the middle of the boxing ring and then Canelo comes out afterwards?
Yeah.
And then Canelo was like, no, I'm the name. Like, just let me fucking fight. Now you're going to hold me back for 30 minutes?
Is that what the reason why they were beefing?
There's a lot of reasons why they were beefing.
Just give me one more.
Canelo says he hoarded a lot of the money that he made.
He's not as rich as Mayweather, huh?
I don't. Somebody else got in trouble, but there's also Canelo always wanted to get a little bit riskier fights. When he left Oscar, he got some of those more risky fights, like Sergey Kovalev and stuff like that. And Oscar would never let him take him. But he doesn't like Ryan Garcia either, period. But he doesn't like the way that he treats some of his fighters. And when Ryan Garcia had to do that interview by himself at the post-fight alone, he was like, bro, you're not going to go out there and stand with him? Like, he fucking lost the fight, but he's your fighter. And it was like one dude alone on the long-ass table just answering questions about, so why do you suck, Ryan?
Oscar?
Oscar wasn't there.
That's what I'm saying. He's like looking in midair like, I got to answer this question on my own.
And the Canelo fight actually is getting very heated.
All right. Oh, that's promotion.
It is promotion, but it's still Mexico versus Puerto Rico. That old chestnut. Did you know Puerto Ricans actually are like up on the scorecard by 7 right now?
Oh, what? Really?
The best.
And that's without like them having a great fighter in a while.
It's like the West Side Story, the Jets versus.
You're a Jet. You're a Jet.
But it should be a really good fight. Either way, whatever one you see, the UFC is also having a lot of problems with, like, it's not even sold out now.
Really?
Yeah, they usually sell out most of their events before it gets close to it, but this one still has quite a bit of tickets open.
Well, it's kind of like the reverse.
That might have something to do with what
you start at $1,500 for UFC fight.
I think because it's in the eyeball.
But
that's the going rate for an eyeball ticket.
Well, decide. You want to go to that fight? You want to buy a PS5 Pro?
Bro, you can get 2 PS5 Pros for that.
But that sucks. All them fucking tickets, man. What they gonna do? Donate them? If nobody comes to them?
Dude, it is in the eye.
It's not bad. Oh, so it's gonna be okay. That's fair. I would go.
Where do they walk? How do they walk into the ring, though?
There's probably entrances on the side near the stage. Maybe.
For what? These $2,000 tickets?
I don't know.
How much are the cheap seats? $538.
That's not bad.
That's not.
$538. We saying like we. It's not bad.
It's just the PS4.
Yeah.
It's not the PS5.
It's not the Pro. It's the OG in the game. Well, I can do that.
Jeez,
I cannot do that, please.
You know what's a funny conspiracy theory I heard?
What's that?
That the Super Bowl is fixed every year.
That's always, man.
No, but here was the part that made it funny. The Super Bowl sells out every year. Do you know one person that's ever been to a Super Bowl?
I don't think I have. It's never been to Super Bowl.
Son of a bitch.
I need more friends.
But they're like, think about it. Like 30,000, 20,000, whatever those tickets may be, every year go to the Super Bowl. It's always sold out.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like not one person not one boss that you have has ever got.
Want to go to StubHub to get them reseller tickets? I don't know.
In comparison, my cousin's been to the World Cup.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know people that have been to the World Series and the hockey one, the NHL Cup.
Yeah.
But I don't know one person that's ever been to a Super Bowl.
Or NBA finals?
I know a couple people that went to the West Championship or something like that, but I don't know anyone that's been to the Actually, no. I think I know a couple of people that have been in the finals. But the problem is, like, nobody gives a fuck about the Spurs, really.
That may change soon. Maybe.
What, you think the Spurs are going to be good again?
Absolutely. I think that once Greg Popovich leaves, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you think Greg is holding them
I
back?
think Greg is definitely holding them back. He's Bill Belichick.
Well,
We're gonna see a ring camera footage of him.
God, man, I just want that guy gone. He's holding them back.
A lot of old people holding teams back.
Say what?
A lot of old dudes holding team back.
Yeah. I was going to say another bad joke. Nobody. Damn, this is a lot. I'm trying to read this fucking debate too. A lot of it's just like, Trump's on the defense, and then
Really?
it's like the moderators are fact checking Trump more than they're fact checking Kamala, and they're like, "That's not a good look." I'm just like, okay,
but it's on Fox.
no, it's on ABC.
Oh, that was on Fox.
Hell no. You think she would agree to do a Fox debate? Hell no. No.
Yeah, you ain't no nerds could look this.
Well, I mean, Bernie went on Fox.
Pete Buttigieg went on Fox. Elizabeth Warren went on Fox. I don't think Kamala's that person to go on Fox, because it'll be a whole different story.
I don't think Kamala. I mean, she was historically pretty bad at debates, but we'll see what happens. She was holding her own earlier for the little bit of time we saw with Sam until he kicked us out. But yeah. But back to anime.
Yeah, back in, baby.
So if there's anybody that can make you a fan, that can make you a fan of anime, it's Jamal Williams.
Hey.
Jamal Williams. Yeah, you know who that is?
No.
No, but I think this one showed up on my TikTok. I think I know where this is going.
Yeah. Who what they saying? What they saying?
So Jamal Williams is a guy that I think he called himself like the Kazekage of the Lion Den.
All right.
See, now we're speaking gibberish to Jordan.
What? Sounds like a dish.
He is a big anime nerd. He just shows up to... He's actually started to get invited to cons and shit, and he just talks and things. But this might be the clip that made it for you.
Ain't no nerds could look this good, huh, man?
He invited the anime club to the Saints game.
Oh, that's cool. And look at the jacket.
Yeah.
That's One Piece, right?
Naruto.
Naruto, I was close.
You were close. You were
This is
close.
one of the big three.
Right. Okay. He invited the whole club?
Yeah, he invited the anime club from a high school.
Oh, that's nice.
That's dope. Yeah, that's real cool.
I mean, it's kind of to make up for the Michael Orr situation. Got the black man bringing out the white kids. The black man being adopted by the white family. It got to balance itself out. The earth is now at peace now.
Nature is here.
Nature is here. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. Yeah. So they got to come on the field, got to watch the game. I'm pretty sure he's like, man, y'all can eat whatever y'all want. It's on me. That's cool, man. So what did they have to do? How did he get a part of this club? Like, how did he know about it?
I don't know, but he probably reached out to them, honestly. Like, I don't know how I would do it. Like,
how would I think about that? I don't know. How would I invite a club?
you probably don't want to be an adult calling teenagers anyway.
Yeah. Dude, you want to come to the game?
Hey, kids, you want to get in this van and go to the game?
I got some cookies on the counter.
Tell your parents I'll pick you up. It's fine.
Fucking A. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how he did that, but kudos to him, man.
I mean, he must have reached out to the school somehow. And also, there must have also been an anime club when he was in school.
Must have been.
Because,
You think he started it? And that dude is like 24. So in high school would have been, yeah, maybe, actually.
Yeah.
There was an anime club the year after we graduated in our high school.
I didn't know that.
I knew because my brother was there. So
He started it?
I don't think he started it, but he was like, oh yeah, these fucking nerds are doing stuff. And I was like, what? I would
Check out
have been
Alpha
there.
Peanut. So what can I do on this? But no, I mean, so I'm assuming he's a Naruto fan.
He's a huge Naruto fan.
Is there any other anime he watched that he said?
I think he's a big One Piece fan, too.
Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand.
Sure. But that seems cool.
Probably
Nice.
also likes Bleach.
Probably does. I think
They asked him his favorite Pokemon.
which was.
Come on, Charizard.
Why did I say? Why was I thinking Kamala? She's not a Pokemon.
No, he might be a Blastoise. Wait, no. How old
My
is he?
favorite
He said he's 24.
Pokemon. I like the big
Might be a
old
Gen
three:
2.
Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno, and then I like these other two: the Groudon and Kyogre.
Yeah.
Kyogre. I hope I'm saying it right. I just thought about this one too. Scyther. Scyther was always funny just hearing it. Scyther! Just hearing it. Him. Hitmonlee was a good one. I just like the design of it. I really don't know much about the new Pokemon. I remember Genghis-Scar. Genghis-Scar. I used to watch all the little old episodes. I can't think. I want to say Lappers, but I like Scyther. The 03 is the greatest. Nobody can take Zapdos. That's my favorite.
All right.
bad.
Solid choices.
I actually don't know anyone whose favorite is Zapdos right off the top of my head.
Out of the birds, yeah, no, I think I like Moltres.
Well, out of the birds, I like Zapdos the most, but I wouldn't put Zapdos in my top five. I like
Charizard.
Yeah. Well, Zapdos is cheating. It's a legendary. You weren't supposed to say that one. But that'd be really cool if somebody showed up and was like, "Oh, you like anime? Like, welcome. Go watch the Spurs."
Sorry.
Well, our only college topic, Colorado. What the fuck?
I mean, do we really have high expectations for Colorado? Let's be honest.
A lot of people did. They're on the cover of NCAA right in the middle.
I mean, that could be the
Wait,
the start
that's
of
a
Madden.
curse.
Yeah, no, Madden's a curse. NCAA, that could be the beginning of a curse for them.
Kicking it off.
Right. Because I mean, I've never had high hopes for Colorado. I mean, it is what it is. They are they didn't convince me they're winning the first win. The second win, they got blown out by Nebraska. And I don't know how good Nebraska is, but
I do like that somehow that hype has ignore that. Somehow that hype has moved over to like, oh, now Nebraska's the new hotness. I'm like, I don't know about that one.
well, I don't know what Nebraska's schedule is. Who do they play this year?
They're in the Big Ten, so they will play everyone in the Big Ten at some point, like Ohio State and shit like that.
Wait, Big Ten is Ohio. You said in Michigan too, right?
Michigan,
Who else is in Big Ten?
Iowa, USC is in there now. So
That's right.
Big Ten is actually doing really well.
Oregon?
Oregon, I don't know where Oregon is right now off the top of my head.
But I mean, we'll see how good Nebraska is. But Colorado, we'll see how good they are against Colorado State. Colorado State got hood out by UT by 52 points to 0. They didn't score shit. So if Colorado State beats them, that season's over with. Them tickets between Texas Tech and them should be like $30. You get 30.
We go back to where they were before.
$30 in a bucket of popcorn. That's what you get. Because there's no way in the world they should be losing to Colorado State. But we'll see.
So somebody brings up that their O-line is trash. I saw a TikTok that channeled their inner TJ.
The problem with Colorado's offensive line is you ain't got no Caucasian brothers up there blocking. See, everybody know the best blockers is gonna be them big country white boys from deep in the south.
TJ do like him too. He did say that. He did say that. That don't mean shit.
I mean, I don't want to be reverse racist. I've never seen an all-black offensive line. Even Alabama didn't have an all-black offensive.
I mean, me neither, for all that's worth.
Are we talking about like Division 1 or Division 2? Or are we just saying in generally?
And just in generally, like
With me, it's in
Man,
general.
you got HBCUs.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right there. I forgot about that.
No, I'm just saying none of them are like.
None of them are good.
I mean, that's not true, but at the same time, it's just like Colorado line is like getting him beat the fuck up. He's not going to be available for the draft. He's going to be fucked up.
Didn't they run for like 10 yards or something like that in the entire Nebraska game? Like, it was really bad.
they couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know what to think. At this point, I'm just like, if Colorado wins, great for him. They're going to fire Deion in about another year or so. If he don't do anything, they're going to fire Deion. I guarantee it. Give him about 2 more years, they're going to fire him.
Well, they're talking about bringing him to Dallas based on the hype, so I thought that was funny.
Man, please.
Yeah, he threw 1 touchdown.
Well, what's the rushing yards?
The rushing yards was worse, I believe. Sorry. I got stopped by an ad blocker.
Blue Chew.
Oh, this is the other Nebraska game. This is another one.
Chango 2, fuck you. I can't see out this damn thing. What?
Hang on, I'm fucking with my.
Should worry about to be in the XFL. Maybe.
That's still around.
In the summer, didn't they combine it?
Yeah, they combined it with the, I think, American Football League or something like that.
You're going to say the Negro League? Like, they got a Negro?
Great Roshi fit, JJ.
Not exactly what I was going for, but I'll lean into it, yeah.
Let me see.
Damn, this debate's still going on. I can still hear it. Fuck. It's 2 hours. These niggas be talking for 2 hours.
You don't think they're tired of talking yet?
I can still hear it because I can hear Trump talk.
They don't know anything.
Golly, this is too much. I need them to go off.
23 completions for 38 attempts, 244 yards.
Okay, that's good. What's the rushing yards?
Rushing yards, 61. 22 attempts for 61 yards.
That's kind of bad. So that means he was averaging what, 5? No.
To flip
3
it to Nebraska,
yards?
they have 35 attempts for 160 yards.
I mean, it was like, what, 3 yards per carry?
It says the average is 0.7 yards per carry.
They just ran in.
I don't know much about yards, but that's a shitty KD ratio.
That is a very shitty one. They just ran up to the line and just said, boop.
Shador Sanders has a negative 3.8 average.
What the fuck?
Well, they've been sacking his ass the whole fucking time. He couldn't run.
Hayden is the only one with decent 6.4 yards, 5 attempts for 33 gains. Yeah. But yeah. I don't think Colorado's getting better, but I do think that it's a little sad everybody's dogging on them now.
I mean,
I saw somebody call him a charlatan. It's like he came in and sold fake goods, and I'm like, you broke out an insult from like Shakespeare time.
Fucking snake oil salesman.
But to some degree, at some point, people are going to look back at you are now a New York Giant God. Like, at some point, people are going to look at this and say, "Is it true?" Because I get it; it is his second year, and he has brought a lot of hype to Colorado.
Yeah,
but I feel that it's hit its peak last season. So I don't know. I think people will come back to that statement and say, I think he is a charlatan. Because, I mean, if he doesn't do anything with season 3, how long does it take to rebuild a program?
well, usually they say, let's see him develop his freshman class, but he doesn't like recruit like that. He just uses the portal.
Just because come on. I entice you. Come on through.
So I don't know how that works exactly.
You better do something, bro. Because I'm telling you, he's going to be on the chopping block in about a year or 2.
Well, now we've come to what everyone is here for us to see. The NFL had a hell of a great week 1.
Great week 1. Awesome week 1.
I hate that
I was there for most of it.
He was. Yeah.
Sports.
All he missed was the Sunday morning games, and he even saw a little bit of Monday Night Football. I didn't see Sunday night football, so that's on both of
Who played
us.
Sunday night?
Lions and Rams.
I stopped watching it after a while, but it looks like a pretty good game. They went to overtime. Yeah, so it was a pretty good game.
I just was gassed out after like 3 games of. I felt, and maybe I'm wrong, the chat can correct me, but I felt like the Ravens Chiefs was good, the Eagles Packers was
Very good
good,
game.
That was a
Yeah.
good game.
and my Colts versus the Texans was a very good
That's
game.
a good game.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson looks pretty damn good.
He needs a little bit of
Polishing. I get
polishing for sure. That was his 18th start since high school.
it. Really? Well, he played like a pro. How about those Cowboys, man? Fuck out of here, boy.
I will say on the note to defend the Cowboys a little bit, it kind of sucked that all our teams went to the wire, and TJ just got to watch fucking Deshaun Watson inappropriately touch the ground over and over again.
Not violate the ground. But I mean, that was actually another topic too. But I'll wait for that one. But great games this weekend. I will say Green Bay has made a fan out of me.
Really?
Yeah, because I actually like Jordan Love. I like that offense.
I'm glad you like him because he's not coming back for
Well,
3
he's not
weeks.
coming back for a couple of weeks, but they got Malik Willis. God damn. I think that's a solid offense. It's a solid offensive line, good running game. Josh Jacobs, however you feel about him, Sammy, he's actually pretty damn good. So yeah, that defense looks pretty good too. I am a fan. I'm a grown fan now of the Green Bay Packers. I think I want them to do well this season.
I like them just since they got rid of Aaron Rodgers. I have to play them this week, so I hope Malik doesn't do
In
too
Green Bay, right? Mm-hmm. That should be fun.
I mean, as long as we're not hungover from this last game kind of thing. But, no, yeah, it was great football. The Ravens lost by a toe, is the way that Rakeen puts it.
A whole big toe.
So they compared it to Kevin Durant when he tried to hit a 3 or something.
Leave that man alone. Shit. But yeah, it was a good weekend. What was one thing I was kind of disappointed in seeing? Who was that? Sam Darnold plays for who?
Sam Darnold played for the Vikings.
Kind of sad that the fucking who did they play? Who did they play again? The Vikings played the Giants.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad when you're the Giants and you get beat by Sam fucking Darnold. Like,
I thought they were playing the 49ers for a little bit. Do you see the uniforms that they had, though?
yeah, I did. But I'm just like,
That's why you couldn't remember that they were playing the Giants.
But yeah, I'm fucking it too. But the point I'm making is, it's kind of bad that you get beat by Sam Darnold, who's been to 2 teams prior to this.
I thought he'd been on more than that.
I mean, the guy is starting in Minnesota. That's how bad Minnesota has to be in regards to quarterback competition, where Sam Darnold was fucking starting quarterback for you. So yeah, that's kind of it has to be kind of pathetic. I will say also this too. I feel so bad for Bryce Young.
Oh, really?
I do. They didn't look good at all. I feel like Bryce Young, Bo Nix, what's his name?
Well, in general, a lot of people are blowing up this freshman class, and not one of them looked good.
Every time, like I said, Bryce Young, Bo Nix, and Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. He probably looked the best, and he still didn't look great.
But here's the thing: every highlight, I just kept seeing them running. They barely threw the ball. So it's just like, are they? I hope they develop these quarterbacks to be better pocket passers or have better pocket presence, because they had none. And maybe it was a tribute to the defenses, but they didn't look good. They just fucking look really horrible, man. So yeah, this rookie class was shit for quarterbacks. Jeez Louise.
Don't forget Khalib.
I mean, he didn't look good too. He only had 92 passing yards.
He didn't score a touchdown, right?
He didn't score a touchdown either.
Yeah.
So the defense scored for him. So, but yeah, other than that, they didn't look too well either. But then,
what was up with all these teams winning this weekend with like 6 field goals?
I don't get it, but
The Steelers won through field goals. The 49ers won through field goals.
damn. Wait, my question is, are the Falcons that bad?
I mean, I think Kirk just hasn't clicked with them, but I don't know how high their ceiling is either. I was on board with the Falcons hype. I was the only one on board with the Falcons hype, but I was not on board with the Bears hype, and I argued with everyone here, and I was right.
Yeah, I'm not on the hype with them, even though they win against the Titans. That was the Titans game to lose. That wasn't the Bears game to win. Titans was actually in control for the majority of that game until that bonehead interception that he threw that didn't make no fucking sense.
Are you talking about the interception where he pulled a platoon?
Yeah. Stupid fucker. But, yeah, all I'm saying is, yeah, this draft, the Caleb hype, I'm not excited for. I think he's trash. But we'll see. He could be a Jordan Love. He could pull out a whole different season later on. So
he legit fell to his knees after throwing a pick six.
Fucking dude, man. But you know who's also and maybe the team that they played, the Bucks look well this weekend.
Bucks looks really good.
Yeah, they look pretty.
I didn't pick the Bucks to win.
Who did they play again? Who did they play? Shice.
They played right off the bat. They played the Commanders.
Oh yeah, that's. I think that
I believed that the Commanders would be better because they took so many Cowboys pieces, and I like their coach more than I like the Cowboys coach. And I was wrong about that one. I was wrong.
I think that kind of goes to...
They're cursed.
True. But I think that goes into... Some people are just better coordinators than they are head coaches.
Yeah.
And I do believe Dan Quinn is a better coordinator than he is a head coach. Unfortunately. I think the Jets head coach is a better... Saleh. I think he's a better coordinator than he is a coach. Unfortunately, he's going to learn the hard way. He's going to be fired. Yeah, Dan Quinn, who? Yeah, absolutely. Because he just looked like straight garbage this weekend, too. Who else looked like shit this weekend? My God, how can we miss this? Fucking Bengals get beat by the Patriots? In Cincy?
I picked the Patriots. I was the only one in the group that picked the Patriots to win.
Congratulations, but goddamn, man, I would never expect that to happen.
Fucked up my fantasy.
Paco scored 40 points in fantasy.
Really?
Got 80, but I lost.
Just the fact that the Cincinnati Bengals, who's been to the Super Bowl, lost to Jacoby Brissett. That has to be kind of heartbreaking to me. And I think New England's not on anybody's radar to make it far this year.
No.
But the fact that they beat Cincy in Cincy tells you all you need to know.
Somebody convinced me that Cincy wasn't going to be great because they lost all their weapons for the most part.
They still got Jamar Chase.
He didn't play that game.
I thought he did.
I thought he was sitting out. Either way, if I didn't pick him based on bad intel, I was right.
Yeah, you're right. Because he was, yeah.
I let the fucking robot pick my team and let me down. Fucking Skynet, you're not smart.
Fucking Gen AI, Chat GPT. Fucking ass. But yeah, I was surprised about that.
Oh, he did
game.
play. He had 6
Yeah,
receptions for 62 yards.
Yeah, I thought he did play, but
I was watching the Colts game when this happened.
I was asleep.
probably for the best. But yeah, very good weekend. Good start.
People are impressed by Aaron Rodgers. Raheem is not alone there. They did play the 49ers. That is a good team.
Yeah, but they did look pretty good moving the ball against the 49ers.
Yeah.
I don't think the 49ers defense is that solid, in my opinion.
Well, they better be because there's a lot of solid offenses in the NFC coming up. Sam Darnold's right. No.
Boy, that'll be the day if Vikings be back-to-back beat 49ers. I don't even think they played each other this year, right?
Probably not.
Probably for the best for the 49ers. But yeah, great weekend so far.
Well, on that note, what surprised you the most? I got one right off the bat. Zeke being able to run again. I know he only ran for 40 yards, but like he was running really well. He hurdled someone.
Yeah, I saw that. He's only, what, 28?
Yeah.
He's still young. I mean, I know running backs' life expectancy is short, but
He's on his 3rd NFL contract.
he's only for 1 year, right?
I think he's only 1 year, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on to our last topic. Deshaun Watson's going back to jail.
Join Diddy, nigga. Get on my phone.
Where was he speeding?
Where was what?
Where was he speeding? What'd he do?
So he got in trouble for inappropriately touching people in Houston. And then he thought if he didn't play football for a year, like people would forget. And
Oh, niggas remember, all right.
and
He does know the cops have computers now. They can track that shit.
well, I think he got, if I remember correctly, it was 24, 32 like complaints that he got.
Like,
Yes, he got a lot.
God damn.
And
Someone stop this guy. What the fuck?
And then it basically was one of those settle out of court deals where everything's in a sealed envelope. No one knows what happened exactly or details of the allegations. There's a couple things that have slipped on.
Paid, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
There's
The
a couple-
usual.
There's a couple things that have slipped on Twitter and Reddit, but you can't confirm or deny whether any of that is true. But that being said, that was good 2 years ago, I feel like. And he got a fresh charge now.
He said, oh, you thought we were done with you? Ha! You going to jail now. You going to prison. You going to be right in there with Aaron Rodgers' lover.
Is it the same number of complaints? Is it just one?
It's just one so far. It's one new one.
Well, at least he,
He's on the upswing.
yeah, he brought it down a tad. Like, he's not doing it on an industrial scale now.
Well, I'm going to go through the people that couldn't be here. Their attaboy real quick. And their take a lap. If they had it, some of them didn't say anything. Tommy didn't say anything. Oh, he only made fun of TJ's choices. But my attaboy is actually Saquon Barkley. He
Thank you.
ran all over that field and is the difference maker to why the Eagles won. My take a lap is easily Deshaun, and I didn't even know he got in trouble until lunch today.
I knew it this Sunday. No. I knew it Monday morning. I saw it and I was like, God damn, he caught another charge? Like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, let it go, dude. You can't be grabbing people without their consent. Golly, yeah, that's a good attaboy. I'll take that.
Gertz's attaboy is TJ Watt because they only won because of their defense.
Fair.
His take a lap was Joe Burrow because he hates the Bengals.
Yeah, he's my quarterback in fantasy, so also might take a lot.
TJ's attaboy was Anthony Richardson because of the show that he put on that game. And his take a lap was the whole Giants organization.
Fuck. I can't use that attaboy now.
And since I lost, Tommy isn't here, so I'm not going to eat Wiener Schnitzel. So I've decided to punish myself in a different way. I went to the gas station and I bought the shittiest corn dog they had.
There. That's stiff as fuck.
Yeah, god damn. I said, what the fuck is that's your punishment? Now it's your punishment now.
That's a billy club.
It's been on this government floor. Roll it around a little bit. Use it as a lint roller. Pick up some of this lint.
Dude, it doesn't pick up anything. It's too smooth. It's a rock.
Well, yeah, you gonna have to eat that.
That's that thing.
That's not a fucking punishment. That's good.
Not good.
That is good. That's good. That is good. That's not a punishment. Punishment is JJ, take off your shoes and let them lick the soles of your foot.
That's a level. That's another level.
I think that's more
Now
of a
you're gonna have to
punishment
drink
for me.
You're gonna have to drink something because that shit look dry as fuck.
It is dry as
Yeah,
fuck.
that's what I'm saying. You can't swallow that. There's like stuff right there.
It's like that shit that the mobsters use in movies to knock people out. Yeah, they sneak up behind you. It looks like a fucking beaver tail.
I did find a way to make the Wiener Schnitzel bet worse. So the next time they play each other, you buy it the day before and put it in the fridge.
Good luck. You should do like that dog eating contest and dipping in some water. We got to get Marco a minute. He's still chewing his peanut butter.
We're trying to get to the pick'ems. I think we can call it a night in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Attaboy, Saquon, absolutely. Take a lap. That whole Giants organization as well, too. I mean, you can't get any worse than that. Actually,
As hard as the pick'ems were last week, that's how easy they were this week. I feel like.
I don't know who. I think the obvious would be between the Giants and the Bengals, and take a lap. Daniel Jones counts as how's that old organization? They fucked up with him. I don't know who else. Bryce Young, the Cardinals, but that was expected.
Bryce Young is pretty bad.
But that was kind of expected, though.
The Cardinals did pretty good for playing Buffalo.
I actually thought that the Cardinals were going to lose really bad, but they stuck it out with Buffalo.
They had the lead for a little bit.
Yeah. But of course, you can't really, go against. Yes, everybody.
Did that fucking thing crunch?
That's what I was about to say. No, he's not eating chips. That was actually the corn dog. That's the actual weenie that he can bit into. No, he's not opening the blinds. It's the actual corn dog.
Ugh.
Drink, boy. You gonna see? You should have waited.
It's like I gassed myself.
It sounds like you're eating pork rinds, though.
Game 1, the Bills versus the Dolphins. I got the Bills.
I got the Bills.
Game 2, anime nerds versus the Cowboys.
Anime nerds. Don't oppose
Oh, wait,
anime.
they play who? The Saints? I actually will pick the Saints.
Oh, wow.
I'll pick the Saints.
The Bucks versus the Lions. I think that's going to be a little bit better than people think.
In Detroit?
It's in Detroit.
It's a rematch of last year.
I'm going Lions. One of them's on my fantasy team.
Yeah, I'll go with the Lions. I'll stick with them.
I'm going with the Lions as well. Colts versus the Packers. I'm taking my home team.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts. I think the Colts will be. They don't have Jordan Love.
No, yeah, they're on the backup.
Yeah, so I'll take the Colts.
Yeah, Colts.
Oh, damn. The Jets versus the Titans. I'm actually going to pick Aaron Rodgers.
Hell yeah. Not that sorry ass Titans team, but that defense is good, but not that fucking offense.
Yeah, Jets.
Oh, damn. Sam Darnold's running into the Buzzmill. He's playing the 49ers
Oh, in 49ers?
in Minnesota.
I'll take Minnesota. I'll take them.
You and 6% of the population.
That's fine. I'll take them.
The Seahawks versus the Patriots. Watch the Patriots pull that out again. 'Cause the Seahawks have to go
Yeah.
to Gillette.
Seahawks, I'm not really sold on them too. So yeah.
The Commanders versus the Giants.
Commanders. I think that's easy.
Sorry, I there's a podcaster that calls the watching the Commanders the reskins. Calamity's like tie. The Chargers versus the Panthers. I'll take the Chargers.
Yeah.
Panthers? You said Chargers and Panthers?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chargers.
That's a blowout.
Yeah.
That's the pickup game Justin Aber needs. The Browns versus Jacksonville. I'm actually taking Jacksonville in that one.
Yeah.
And
I'll take the Browns. No. Never mind.
Granted, I didn't finish that game, but I saw the first half.
I didn't finish that game either. I waited till the halftime. I just said, I'm going to get some nachos. I'm done.
I think I started playing Baldur's Gate.
Same.
The Raiders versus the Ravens. That's,
Ravens.
yeah.
I think the Ravens will make a comeback.
What a good bounce back game for them.
Yeah.
The Rams versus the Cards. That's actually a tough game.
Yeah. I'm going to go Cardinals.
Rams.
I think I'm going to go Cardinals.
That's fair. I think this is a toss-up game anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, the battle of the field goals over here. The Steelers and the Broncos.
Steelers. I can't see the Broncos winning that fucking game.
You don't believe in Bo Nix?
Hell no.
I didn't believe in Bo Dallas.
The Bengals and the Chiefs. I'll take the Chiefs on that one.
Chiefs.
Yeah,
Damn, they're starting hot.
pretty much.
Speaking of starting hot, the Texans are playing the Bears
In Chicago,
in Houston.
I'll take you, Texans.
I'll take the Texans as well. But I will say, one of the things that sucked from watching that game, it was like, cool, the Texans are a high-powered offense. We stopped them at the 45, and here comes Fairburn to hit another 51-yard field goal. I think he hit a 57 that fucking game.
Yeah, crazy that these kickers are getting further and further. It was like, at this point, it's going to be like a 70-yard fucking field goal at this point.
Well, me and JJ turned it off at that point, but apparently Aubrey tried a 71.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did. I saw that. He still missed it, though. But it was a good try. I'll give him credit for that.
The Eagles versus the Kirks.
Of course, I'm getting the Eagles. They playing this our opening home game.
Bro, so clutch for me in fantasy. Yeah, I bet he was. Damn, what do I guess for the amount of points? Like 50? The Eagles are going to have like 35 and stop trying.
Our fucking defense needed to be better, man. They were running on that fucking defense, dude. That's right, Calamity. Go Birds.
Well, we'll see if we find that Eagles guy again. But,
You want that big black guy?
no, the white guy.
The white dude that was sitting at our table, like,
Oh, he gave me his number. So I was like, he was like, man, text me when y'all watch another game. I was like, sure,
yeah.
I'll do that. We'll have to go back to
skinnies.
Skinny's.
Yeah.
Skinny's, that bartender could barely keep up with 8 people. I don't know. I don't know if he can do a busy game day.
What, do you think it's going to be busy on a Monday night?
I don't know, Monday night. I will say on Monday night, the brewery by our house does $2 beers.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they play the game?
Yeah, they play the game.
Okay, we'll
it's
watch
an
that.
NFC NFL special or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, thank you for coming out. Thursday we have our Monster Menace episode just to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month. I know we're a day early, but better a day early than a day late. But thank you all for coming out for commitment to Mexcellence, and have a good day. You tell me.